Good morning. Welcome back, children. Today I will teach you the fourth part of second chapter of Social Studies of class 3. The next topic is housing. Under housing we will study the different types of houses, maybe in villages or in cities. Houses in cities. These days many people live in buildings with many floors in cities. These buildings are called multi-story buildings. There is a limitation of space. In cities, and houses with a huge veranda or courtyard are rare. As more people settle in cities for jobs, more space is created by cutting trees. So what is the scenario in cities, children? There many people are living in buildings, and such buildings are with many floors. Okay, big buildings are there, 5-story building, 10-story building, like that. These types of buildings are called multi-story buildings. Since there is limitation of space, the space is limited, we have to adjust. So only buildings and apartments and flats are available. The houses having verandas, courtyards are very rare, are not there, difficult to see. Okay. As more people settle in cities for jobs, more space is created by cutting trees. When more and more people move to cities for jobs, there is deficiency of place. So how is it fulfilled? By cutting down trees, which is not good. Next, houses in rural areas. In rural areas, people have houses with large verandas. They are spacious and open. These houses are also surrounded by trees and plants. In the past, houses in rural areas were made of mud, straw, wood or bamboo. These houses were not strong and got damaged because of heavy rain and storm. Later, people built houses with bricks, cement, gravel and sand with 1 or 2 floors. So children, in cities you understood. Now in rural areas. Rural areas means in villages. What happens in villages? People have houses having large verandas and spacious. Those houses are spacious, big rooms, verandas, trees, and everything is surrounded by nature. Okay. These houses plant many kinds of trees, maybe peepal tree, mango tree, lychee tree, whichever trees they like. In the past, people did not know the proper way to make houses and they did not have the proper materials. So they made houses made up of mud, straw, wood or bamboo. The early people. Understood? So these houses, as they were made up of just wood, bamboo, mud and straw, were not strong enough and got easily damaged by heavy rain or thunder or floods. So to overcome that, later people began to build houses with bricks, cement, steel, sand and those things which were more stronger. You can see tall buildings in cities. This is the view of a building in city. A house in rural India. This is an example of a house in a village. Understood? Let us see now the next topic, education. Education in India has seen many changes with time. In the past, children used to go to gurukuls to study and stayed there till the completion of their studies. In gurukuls, classes were held outdoors by sages or scholars. Learners were also not charged for the education there. Education system experienced change when the British came to India. So let us see, children, what was the education then and what is the education now. Education has drastically changed. It has changed with time. In the past there were no schools. So how did the children of that time study? They used to go to gurukuls and they even stayed there. They did not return back to their homes until their study was completed. For example, for 12 years or for 10 years, for 7 years, like that they stayed in gurukuls and studied there. In gurukuls, classes were held outdoors by sages or scholars, outside in an open area, under the tree or in any veranda. Okay. The sages and scholars taught the children in gurukuls. Learners were also not charged, means like you have to pay fee for your education. At that time, children did not have to pay any money for whatever they were being studied. Okay, see, a gurukul. This is the scene of a gurukul. A scholar or a sage is teaching and all the children are sitting and they are learning from him. But now you see, learners using tablets. This is the recent scenario. How we are studying? We are studying through mobile phones, tablets, online studies are going on. Understood, children?